Yo, you picked up somebody's lost blanket on your tracker. Jesus.
Sort out your false positives. Damn.
Aliens Colonial Marines, a game that's received negative press and abysmal reviews. Is it as bad as it's made out to be? First things first, with this being a review of the PC version, a look at the various options Gearbox has given is needed. The game does not feature many video options at all, and it's all done through a slider with no indication of what the setting you're picking actually is. A number in the FOV slider would have been nice, however fully rebindable keys, a fair bit of audio options, and at least some graphic options make this passable. The story revolves around a Marine named Winter, checking out a distress call on a ship which quickly turns into a rescue mission while being attacked by xenomorphs and soon guns for hire by the Wayland Corporation. The game will eventually take you through some cool classic set pieces of the Aliens films, and while the story itself is nothing to write home about, it does a fair job of incorporating many of the classic tropes of the franchise within the game. If I were to have one major complaint, it would be the game's length. Clocking in at just under 5 hours on normal difficulty, it is not a stretch at all to beat this game within one sitting. The only replay value this game offers is in the form of finding some legendary weapons, dog tags, and audio logs, which are actually hitting quite well within the levels. Graphically, the game isn't anything I'm going to praise heavily. It gets the job done, and that's about it. Is it an ugly game? Not really, but it's not exactly a beautiful jaw-dropping shooter like Battlefield 3 or Crysis 3. Sound-wise, the game is excellent. Many sounds heard from the films are found here, and absolutely everything sounds like it belongs within the Aliens universe. The game hits it out of the park here. You're given a pretty big arsenal of guns to take down all that attack you, from pulse rifles, 3-round burst rifles, shotguns, flamethrowers, RPGs, underbarrel grenade launchers, legendary weapons from the movies that you can find and pick up and use, and there's much more than that. There is a motion tracker on hand as well, to try and get the location of the next wave of enemies, and a nice nifty flashlight. Mission variety is there as well. There's your standard go from point A to point B while shooting everything sort of mission. There's a stealth mission. There are missions that focus on huge skirmishes. There are boss battles. Let's also give this game a nice round of applause for not having a single escort mission. There is variety here, and the game manages to feel fresh all the way through. The most important thing that most people probably want to know is this game fun? The answer to that is a yes. The game is a very enjoyable shooter. The large-scale battles against various forms of xenomorphs are thrilling. Facing other human soldiers isn't too shabby either. And yes, unlike what other people say, the AI does in fact take cover and force you to flank around. There is even a stealth mission that ended up being one of the most intense missions I've ever played. The atmosphere within some of these levels is incredible. Are there bugs? Yes. Can the AI at times do stupid things? Yes. Does any of this really hinder the enjoyment I personally had with the game? Not at all. With that said, $50 for a 5-hour long game with very little replay value is tough to recommend. If you can find this game down the line for around $20, no question, give it a shot. It's not that bad at all. In fact, it's actually pretty damn good.